Hello, today we are looking at perimeter 3.7b. So when thinking about perimeter, there's some really important words to think about and to look at to determine if your problem is actually perimeter. Remember that perimeter is the distance around a figure. And we can find that perimeter by finding the sum of the side lengths. Now remember, sum, right here, sum, of course, is the answer to an addition problem. Okay, a lot of students get perimeter and area confused. Perimeter is a distance around a figure, and area is how many square units fit inside a figure. And you find area by multiplying length times width. So let's not get that confused with perimeter. That's the distance all the way around a figure. And to find it, you add all the side lengths. So these are the words that are kind of like clue words. I call them perimeter words to look for in problems. Fence, because fence goes around a yard. Border, trim, distance around, frame, outside, exterior, edge or edging, base or baseboards, dimensions, and measurements. Now, dimensions and measurements are in italics because those are not just for perimeter. You'll see those in area too. Dimensions just means the measurements of what each side measures. So now that we looked at our perimeter words, let's go ahead and do an example together. This says, Addie makes a hexagonal pillow. All the sides are the same length. She wants to sew trim around the edges of the pillow. How much trim will Addie need? Now, as you notice, it does not say perimeter. So you have to be able to infer that this is perimeter. And how can we infer that? Well, if you notice, it says trim. That was one of the perimeter words on our list. And also edges. Okay, she made a hexagonal pillow. Hexagonal describes the shape of the pillow. The word hexagon is there. And how many sides are in a hexagon? 6, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it says all the sides are the same length. That means they're all congruent to each other. Congruent means they're the same shape and the same size. So if one side is 9 inches, that means the whole thing is 9 inches. All the other sides are also 9 inches. Now, something important to keep in mind is whenever you're dealing with perimeter, it's very easy just to use a part-part whole. And I'll show you that right now. Because with perimeter, there's always parts and there's a whole. So with perimeter, sometimes you're looking for the whole. Sometimes they give you the whole and you have to find a part. In this example, they give you the parts and you have to find the whole. Because the question is, how much trim will Addie need? Trim. That means it's going to go around. And if we go back to our chart here, trim is right here. And it also said edges. The edges going around it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me show you what the part-part whole would look like with that. Every time you have perimeter, you should always do a part-part whole with it. So how many parts do we have? We have 6 parts because there's 6 sides to this hexagon. Do we know the whole? That's what we have to find. But there are 6 parts. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 parts. And each part or each side measures 9 inches. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. And how will we find that? Well, there's a couple of ways. We find the perimeter by adding all the sides, right? So you can use repeated addition and add 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. Or you can do 6 times 9. Why can we do that? Because there's equal groups. Whenever you multiply, there must be equal groups. And since you have 6 groups of 9, you can easily multiply. But if you feel more comfortable with repeated addition, you can do that as well. You can add these 9 6 times or multiply 6 times 9. Either way, you will get 54. How much trim will Addie need? She'll need 54 inches of trim. Remember, whenever you have a perimeter problem, use part whole. That will be an easy way for you to make sure you are adding all the parts of the whole together. We'll see you next time.